Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to game number 2 here at picturesque Beasley Field, featuring the visiting team, the host, Dartmouth OLR Renegades, and the home team, Team Manitoba, club team named Elmwood Giants. This game is proudly sponsored by Will Campbell of Will Campbell Real Estate Group, the Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. Will Campbell is a former Dartmouth player, so lots of pride in that sponsorship. And for now, we're going to go to the starting lineups here. First for the visiting Dartmouth Renegades. Leading off and pitching, Leighton Cuvalier. Batting second, playing center field, Cam Rendell. Batting third, playing shortstop, Noah Boutlier. Batting cleanup, playing first base, Ty Doucette. Batting fifth, playing third base, Jake McKinnon. Batting sixth, playing left field, Nathan Boutlier. Doing the catching, batting seventh, Mike Noggle. Batting eighth, playing second base, Ryan Avery. And the right fielder, finishing off the lineup in ninth, Ryan Fitzgerald. Now for the home team, Team Manitoba. Leading off, number 2, Justin Scott, playing right field. Batting second, the catcher, Owen Mitchick. Batting third, playing shortstop, Owen Harms. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot at first base, Adam Sendin. Batting fifth, playing third base, Riley Craw. Batting sixth, playing second base, Dylan Duguay. Batting seventh, the DH, Easton Grieve. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Caden Sewick. And finishing off the lineup for Team Manitoba in left field, Ryan Botterill. Starting pitcher for Team Manitoba, number 34, Connor Corey, who you see now taking his warm-up pitches. I look forward to bringing you this action here at High Button Sports at Beasley Field. I'm Matt Dudelay, your host this afternoon. We do thank you for tuning in, for those of you who are already on board now. And we will be bringing you first pitch here very momentarily, so stick with us. Leading off the top half of the first inning here for the host Dartmouth Renegades, the pitcher, number 12, Leighton Cuvalier. So Cuvalier doing double duties today. Very rarely do you see the pitcher as the leadoff hitter. And away we go here. First pitch. It's going to be in there for ball one. And already the Dartmouth dugout is alive and rowdy. Corey now gets the sign. The pitch. That's going to be on the outside corner. Fastball for strike one. So 1-1 count now. For the leadoff hitter, Cuvalier, here for Dartmouth in the all-white jerseys. 1-1 pitch now. That's going to be swung on and fouled straight back to the backstop, and Corey's got himself ahead in the count here. As Cuvalier's down 1-2. Cuvalier steps out of the box, chokes up on the bat. Corey gets a sign now. The pitch fouled back, so a good two-strike approach there from Cuvalier there. Just looking to fight off pitches on the edges and drive something here. Steps back in the box now. Beautiful sunny day here at Beasley Field. Temperatures pushing the mid-30s. As the 1-2 pitch comes in, that's going to be ball outside now. So good eyes from Cuvalier there as works the count back to 2-2. Corey's ready to go already. As he waits for Cuvalier. Now he's set. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be fouled. Just down the right side there in front of the dugout. And that's going to drop in there, and Cuvalier's going to get another life here. So the count remains 2-2. This ball's whipped back into play now. So Corey looks like he has pretty good velocity from up here up top. It is hard to tell. As we get set for the 2-2 pitch here. Top of the first inning. 22 U Nationals here at Beasley Field. Team Manitoba in blue and red, and the host Dartmouth in the all whites. 2-2 pitch now from Corey. Swung on and fouled again by Cuvalier, so a good leadoff at bat here, making the pitcher throw. The only thing that would make this better would be a hit. So the count remains 2-2 after 3 foul balls from Cuvalier. Corey's going to try and find a pitch here to send him packing, and Cuvalier wants to start the Dartmouth team off on the right note. As that pitch is just up and out. That's a tough one to lay off, so good eyes from the leadoff hitter. It's going to go to a full count. Great leadoff at bat here. Cuvalier steps into the batter's box now. He's ready to go, so is Corey. 3-2 pitch on its way. Swung on, and that's going to be hit, and that's going to go up the middle as Cuvalier gives a little let's go to the dugout here, and they're going to have their leadoff runner on early here in the top of the first. So 6 or 7 pitches out of the leadoff hitter, 3 foul balls, and eventually a single up the middle, and Dartmouth is working with runners on right off the bat. That's going to bring up the center fielder, a commit of the University of Maine, number 25, Cam Rendell. Rendell with lots of accessories. He's all ready to go for whatever scenario comes. Pitch, check swing, that's going to be strike one, and Rendell didn't like that, and he's going to take a quick walk away and a deep breath as Corey puts himself up ahead here. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on first, nobody down. 0-1 pitch now. That's going to be swung on and hit. And that's Doe. Third baseman makes a great play there as he slides over to base, but that's going to fall in there, and that's going to be a single for Rendell. So back-to-back singles here for Dartmouth, and that's going to bring up their 3-hitter, Noah Boutlier, who was a part of that 17 and under gold medal winning team a few years ago from Team Nova Scotia, the first ever. There's a few of the players here on the Dartmouth squad and also on the other Nova Scotia teams. Keep you up to date with those as we go. So runners on first and second now. For Boutlier, the shortstop, wearing the high socks with the stripes. Corey's ready now. Double look at second base. The pitch. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be hit to right field, and they're going to have a guy there as Cuvalier tags up at second base. That throw's going to come in, miss the cutoff, and that's going to go to third base. And a productive out, as they call those, as they're going to move that runner 90 feet closer. So now runners on first and third for the big man, Ty Doucette, a member of Team Canada and an Oregon State commit. Spending his summer home here, playing for the hometown Dartmouth Renegades. Son of former Dartmouth star Darren Doucette, trying to make his own legacy here. And that ball's going to be ripped into the right field gap as Ty goes swinging at the first pitch. That's going to play Cuvalier. Rendell's around third now. He's going to be held up, so Ty's in there with a stand-up double. And that's going to give Dartmouth the lead, 1-0 here early on. So Dartmouth dugout really fired up now as Ty Doucette comes through with a RBI double. So we're going to have a quick mound meeting here. mound visit from the coach, Manitoba now, as the umpire comes out. Normally when you see that, it's time to put an end to the meeting. Not sure what the meeting was about. Of course, we're way up top here. So runners on second and third here in the first inning with 1 out. That's going to bring up the third baseman, number 19, Jake McKinnon. And he's going to have 2 ducks on the pond here. Look to cash in early and give Dartmouth another little cushion here in the first. First pitch taken for strike 1. So laying off the first pitch, never a bad call, and first time seeing a pitcher. Don't ask Ty that. Corey now in the set. The pitch. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 1, so 1-1 count now. 1 away, 1-0 Dartmouth here in the first inning, so lots of ones going around at this particular moment. Corey's got his sign. The pitch. It's going to be swung on and fouled just into the feet of McKinnon, and he's going to be down 1-2 here, so we're going to head in the count again, Corey. So he looks to get rid of McKinnon here with runners on second and third. So Rendell at third, Doucette at second. McKinnon at the plate. Corey gets a sign. 1-2 pitch. That's taken. Ball 2. So a good nibble there from Corey. Looking to get McKinnon's fishing. That's something on the outside part of the plate. To no avail. 2-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and fouled hard. Just to the left up over the Manitoba dugout. So a good fight here from the third baseman, McKinnon. See, he goes out and readjusts the batting gloves. Puts them into 2-strike mode. So Corey looks on. The pitch. Swung on, and that's going to be hit to the right side, and that's going to play to run. So Rendell's going to come in to score, and another productive out here for Dartmouth as they take a 2-0 lead here in the first. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 8, Nathan Boutlier. Also a member of that 17U gold medal Canada Cup team. Continues to make noise even to this day, as that was a major feat for Baseball Nova Scotia. As a former participant, I do realize how tough that is to win. Nonetheless, we are here at the 22U Nationals. They've grown up a little more. And runner on third now, 2-0 Dartmouth. That's swung on and missed for strike 1, so looking to get active early here. And once again, Corey gets himself ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the first, 2-0 Dartmouth. Boutlier at the plate. Corey with the pitch. That's swung on and missed as well. So down 0-2 is Boutlier. So he steps away and takes a deep breath. A little quick chat with the bat. So 2-strike approach here. Let's see what he has. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled down just past the third base coach, Patrick Westhaver, former teammate. Staying in the Dartmouth organization, always good to see. Now Corey gets a sign he likes. Pitch now swung on and missed, strike 3, and that's going to do it here for the top of the first. So Dartmouth puts up 2 runs on 2 hits, 3 hits, my apologies, and no Manitoba errors. And we will bring you the bottom half of the first inning very shortly. All right, leading off the home half of the first inning here for Team Manitoba, the center fielder, number 2, Justin Scott. So we'll see how the stamina of Cuvalier plays out here, as he's the leadoff hitter and ran all the way around the bases for a run today, and now he's right on the bump here as he throws in ball 1 now to Scott. So Manitoba looking to answer here early as Dartmouth took a 2-0 lead in the top half. Cuvalier, that's going to be ball 2 in there. So good hitters count here for Scott and Team Manitoba. Once again, can't ask much more to your leadoff hitter. That's going to be ball 3 now. So working way ahead in the count. You got to imagine the red light's going to be on here for the leadoff in the first inning. Crazier things have happened. Cuvalier now looking for a get-me-over fastball. He does just that, so 3-1 now. So good hitters count still here for Scott, looking for one spot. Something that he can drive into an alley. Got to assume he's got good speed. That's going to be in there for strike 2 on the inside part of the plate, so Cuvalier works himself back to 3-2 count. Another good leadoff at-bat here from both teams. Cuvalier now gets a sign, the payoff pitch. That's going to be swung on and missed, so good job of climbing back there by Cuvalier as he picks up his first strikeout of this afternoon's game. And that's going to bring up the catcher for Team Manitoba, number 4, Owen Nychik. So he does a little landscaping in the box. Another beautiful day here, the 22U Baseball Canada National Championships in Dartmouth at Beasley Field. For baseball weather, you can't ask for much more as the first pitch to Nychik comes in, and that's going to be on the outside corner of the plate, and a good frame job there by catcher Mike Noggle as Cuvalier jumps ahead in the count. Cuvalier now back in the set. Nychik ready. Pitch. That's going to be a curveball that stays high. That's going to be 1-1 now. So two teams unfamiliar with each other. Take a couple innings to get used to the pitches and whatnot. See the ball hit the ball for now. As that pitch is put on the outside part of the plate, but that's going to be ruled a ball. So 2-1 now. As Cuvalier looks to be trying to paint on the outside part of the plate. 2-1 pitch now. Swung on and missed. Cuvalier works himself back to 2-2 count. So Nychik in 2-strike mode now. He'll be one of the busier players on Team Manitoba today as the catcher. 2-2 pitch, swung on, and that's going to be hit to the right side. And that's going to find the alley as Nychik's going to wheel around first. Randell picks it up. He's going to overthrow the cutoff into second there, and Nychik's going to get himself a double here in the bottom half of the first inning. So Team Manitoba is in business here early. So the 3-hole hitter, shortstop, number 6, Owen Harms. Rocking the great stirrup socks. Always been a fan of those, always will be. So runner on second now, 1 away. Dartmouth leading 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning. Cuvalier takes a peek, the pitch. And that's going to be on the outside part of the plate, strike 1. So the most important pitch is strike 1 here. Puts himself ahead. As Cuvalier looks in, Noggs is going to give the sign here. Likes what he sees. The pitch. That's going to be taken for strike 2, so 0-2 right away here. Harms is going to find himself down 0-2. See where Cuvalier wants to place this one with a runner in scoring position here. Double look at second, the pitch. Swung on, and that's going to be hit to the left side for McKinnon. McKinnon snags that. He throws across the field to first. And that's going to hold the runner at second. So 2 away now. As the smooth fielding third baseman McKinnon snagged that one, no problem, threw it across. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, number 13, Adam Senden. He's going to get himself all settled in here. Lefty versus righty matchup. Cuvalier is going to take his first sign now. He's ready to go in the set. The pitch. That's going to be check swing foul just back towards the Dartmouth dugout to the backstop. Didn't want that one. I got a piece of it anyway. No balls, one strike here, 2 away. Dartmouth still holding on to this 2-0 lead here while Team Manitoba has a runner at second base. And that pitch is going to be taken for a ball. So 1-1 count now. This Cuvalier seems to be working all around the plate, up, down, left, right. Keep the hitters on their toes here. It's a sign of a good pitcher. That's going to be a curveball in there for strike 2. So now you've seen it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Big pitch coming here with a runner in scoring position for Team Manitoba. Cuvalier likes what he sees from Noggle. The pitch. Swung and grounded to shortstop to Boutlier. He picks that up smoothly. He's going to throw across the field and he's going to get it, and that's going to retire the side. So Manitoba has 1 hit on no errors and no runs scored. That's going to do it for 1 complete inning of play here, and we'll be back very shortly with the top of the second. Bringing you the top of the second inning here. It's the 7-hitter, the catcher, number 7, Mike Noggle. As Dartmouth looks to continue their success here on pitcher Connor Corey for Team Manitoba. So Noggle now. Hands way back. Corey with the pitch. Noggle's going to take that one, and that's going to go in for strike 1. So another strike 1 pitch here for Corey. So he continues to work ahead of the hitters. Down 0-2 right away here for Noggle. So he takes a big hack at that one, and that's fouled back to the screen. Bounces right back out to blue there. He's going to have a peek at it. Back in the satchel. No balls, 2 strikes to Noggle. The pitch. That's going to be a curveball up high on the hands, and that's going to go to the shortstop who has to make a barehanded play, and oh my! That's a web gem there, folks. Without the web, so barehanded play by the Manitoba shortstop. He took away a for sure infield single there from the bat of Noggle. So that's going to bring up the second baseman here for Dartmouth, number 24, Ryan Avery. With 1 away now after that incredible play by the Team Manitoba shortstop. So strike 1 again here for Corey. Making that play was Owen Harms there. So no balls, 1 strike here to Avery, the young second baseman. Another pitch swung on and fouled to the backstop. Looked like an off-speed pitch. 0-2 now once again. So Corey finding his groove now. That's going to be up high for ball 1, so good waste pitch there from Corey. Avery lays off. He's going to find himself a 1-2 count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. That's a pitcher Corey gets the sign he likes. Be set up outside low. He buries that one, so another waste pitch there. 2-2. Good eyes from Avery. He's got himself back even here. Double tap to the plate for Avery now. With the stirrup socks. 2-2. That's going to be in the dirt there, so 3-2 count now, and a great job to work back from down 0-2 for Avery. Three-two pitch now. On its way. That's going to be ball 4 outside, so Avery goes down 0-2 and works himself a walk, so we're going to have a runner on first here with 1 away. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, number 2, Ryan Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, another member of that U17 gold medal team, and once we go through the full list here, that'll be it for that. So we're going to get time out on the field. His coach wants to give Fitzgerald a sign, as he's probably a little antsy. First at bat here of the Nationals. Runner stays put at first. That's going to be swung on and poked to the right side, and that's going to fall in for a single. And the throw to third. It's going to be missed now, and that's going to get back to the fence just off the High Button Sports flag there. And they're going to plate another one, as Fitzgerald's going to end up at third. So 3-0 Dartmouth here. That ball was thrown pretty heavily from right field, and it got by the third baseman there, off to the fence. That's going to go down as an E9. And that's going to bring us right back to the top of the order here for the leadoff hitter and pitcher, Leighton Cuvalier, with a runner on third and 1 away. So good things happen when you put the bat on the ball, folks. As we just seen there, put the ball in play, never know. So it looks like the infield's going to be in for Manitoba here. They're going to want to try and stop that run from scoring, as that's swung on and missed by Cuvalier. So a little antsy there in the box. So he swings at a pitch low and away. He's down 0-1 now. 1 away. Top of 2. Pitch from Corey. That's going to fall in there. Look like a curveball for strike 2 now. So another 0-2 count here for the Dartmouth hitters. Let's see what they can do once again. 0-2 pitch from Corey. That's going to be strike 3, as Cuvalier had a thought about swinging and just couldn't get the bat around. So that's going to be the second out. That's going to bring up Cam Rendell, the center fielder who had a single and scored in the first inning. So getting the reps in early here, right through the order. So 2 away now. Runner on third for Dartmouth. That pitch is going to be low and inside, just above the toes there of Rendell for ball 1. One 0, 2 away. Corey now gets a sign. The pitch. That's going to be swung on and hit foul down the left field fence. And that's going to land down in the Team Manitoba dugout. So that's going to bring the count to 1-1. His good habits out of Rendell there. Hard out of the box. Let the call be made and come back if you need to. They're both ready now for the 1-1 count. And that ball is going to be hit high in the air to left field. Left fielder's got a beat on it. He's going to catch that down by his side there, and you got to assume the wind played a factor there. So that's 1 run on 1 hit, and 1 walk and 1 Manitoba error. And after 1.5, Dartmouth's going to lead 3-0 here. Manitoba coming up to plate. to give a big shout out to our game sponsor today, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group, the Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. For all your housing needs, give them a call, and Will help you out tremendously. All right, leading off the bottom half of the second inning here, 14 Manitoba, the third baseman, number 18, Riley Craw. So lefty on lefty matchup and a big healthy hack here early from Craw as Cuvalier works ahead in the count. So pitcher's really consistent here with strike one. As they do say the most important pitch in baseball, not a pitcher, so I cannot confirm. And that's going to be swung on and popped just in behind shortstop there as Bootlear's going to go for it. Oh, and he makes a dive and play, and that's going to hit the tip of his glove. And that's going to be a good try from Bootlear there. And going to be a single for Craw. It's going to bring up the second baseman here for Team Manitoba, number 14, Dylan Duguay. He's going to run her on first, so Manitoba with their leadoff runner on here in the bottom half of the second inning. So he takes his signs from third base coach. Cuvalier now keeps an eye on that runner as he's facing that way. The pitch, that's going to be swung on and fouled just down the right side there as that's picked up in foul territory by the first baseman, Ty Doucette. And we're going to have a bat switch here from Duguay, as that's an expensive pitch. So while we wait for this bat switch, we do appreciate you tuning in here to our High Button Sports live stream of this 2022 22U Baseball National Championship. If you could do us a favor and head to all of our social media pages, like, comment, subscribe, tell us how you feel about our stream so far as Cuvalier goes in for the pitch in the dirt. It's going to be 1-1 now. Duguay looks down and he takes his sign. Cuvalier looks on, check to first. He's in the set. Pitch swung on and hit just up over to shortstop, and that's going to drop in for a single. So back-to-back singles here for Team Manitoba. Both balls just up over the shortstop, so bat on ball, and good things can happen. But that's going to bring up the duck hunter, number 19, Easton Grieve. So great sports name, Easton. Let's see if it helps him out here with a runner in scoring position, down 3 early on in this second inning. Cuvalier now the pitch. They're going to bunt. That's going to be up in the air. Cuvalier calls it. He's going to take it. Runners back to their base. That's one away now, so good idea. Trying to move the runners to second and third there on the sacrifice, but that's popped up, and Cuvalier no slouch in the field as he does play the outfield as well. So a man of many talents. He's going to make the first out here. That's going to bring up number 8, the right fielder, Caden Siwak. So one away. First and second are the runners. The pitch swung on, and that's going to be fouled just to our right in the broadcast booth here over on the track, as that makes a few of the fans scatter for safety behind us. Just a walk now. Down 0-1. Cuvalier looks on. Quick 2 peeks at second base. Now the pitch. Swung on, and that's going to be hit to deep right field. That's going to be caught, and we're going to have a tag at second, so that's going to move the runner up from second to third. That's going to be the second out of the inning, so good range out there by the right fielder, Fitzgerald. We're going to have runners on the corners here. 14 Manitoba with 2 away. Ryan Botterill will step into the box now, the 9-hitter, number 17. He's going to look to cash in this run 90 feet away and advance the runner from first to second at least. Keep this inning alive now. That's going to be a pickoff move to first, and first baseman wasn't there. Cuvalier with the first pitch now. It's going to be swung on and fouled, and that was a laser just over the crowd there to our left. As you watch more people duck for safety here. Sun shining, can't ask for much more here for baseball weather. Day 1 of the national championship here at Beasley Field. 0-1 pitch now, swung on and missed. I don't know if you can hear it from the broadcast booth, but the Dartmouth player is screaming way up. If you're unfamiliar with what that means, he's no balls, 2 strikes. Great pitchers count here. Runners on the corners. Cuvalier, 0-2 pitch. He's going to go pick off to first. Runner, great read there, back in plenty of time. Cuvalier now, he's ready to go. Pitch swung on. And that's going to strand the runners. So Manitoba's going to go no runs on 2 hits. There were no Team Dartmouth errors. And the score remains after 2 complete. Dartmouth 3, Manitoba 0. Okay, leading off the top half of the 3rd inning for the Dartmouth Renegades. Number 3, Noah Boutlier, flew out to right field in his first at-bat. So Corey with the first pitch, that's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1. This is the first time we've seen Corey throw ball 1 here on the first pitch, as we do look like we might have some action down in the Manitoba bullpen. As keep in mind, there is a pitch count. That's going to be swung on and chopped to second base. That's going to be picked up and thrown. That's going to be the first out. As Dylan Duguay makes the play there, and that's going to bring up Ty Doucette, who got things going here early for Dartmouth with an RBI double in the first inning. So he gets the box ready. Looks like it's going to be Austin Friesen down there in the Manitoba bullpen. Corey's going to face Doucette here with one away, and Doucette's going to take a big swing at that, and he fouls that just off to the left of the catcher. You can't imagine Doucette's going to see too many fastballs this weekend, along with all the other home run derby contestants. No balls, one strike now to Doucette. The young Dartmouth first baseman. Oh, one pitch now. That's going to be taken on the outside corner, so it looks like a curveball. He lays off, and he's going to find himself 0-2, so familiar territory for Ty. He's played a lot of ball here in the last couple years. The 0-2 pitch. That's going to be way outside, so trying to catch him fishing. That's going to be 1-2. One ball, two strikes, two Doucette. He's going to swing, and that's going to be chopped right in front. That's going to go back over to Duguay again, and he's going to flip that on to first base, and that's going to be the second out here in the top half of the third inning. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Jake McKinnon, who grounded out to second base in his first at-bat and scored a run. So two away here for Dartmouth, and that's going to be swung on in a busy inning here for Duguay as all three balls were hit to him. And that's going to do it here for the top of the third. And Dartmouth with no runs, no hits, no Manitoba errors. And the score remains Dartmouth 3, Manitoba nothing. And at this time, we would like to thank our game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group. The Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. So if you do have the opportunity to make it down to the field today, it's a beautiful day at the ballpark. There's food, cold drinks, Baseball Canada, closer on site. Lots of people up with their umbrellas, so a good crowd here for a Thursday afternoon game, and that's always good to see when your host team is playing. As we will bring you the bottom half here in just a moment. So that's going to bring up the top of the order here for Team Manitoba in the bottom half of the third inning. Number 2, Justin Scott, the center fielder. Cuvalier still on the mound. It's going to be a liner at McKinnon, who's right there, and that's going to be a quick first out here for Dartmouth. The bottom of the third. That's going to bring up the catcher now, Owen Nychik, who had a double in his first at-bat. Looking to continue on with that success here against Cuvalier. So second time through here for Team Manitoba. Cuvalier makes the pitch now, and that's going to be swung on and fouled just to the right side. That's going to land into the track. That's going to give the young studs, the ball boys, something to do here, as they've been hard on it, so shout out to them. 0-1 pitch now. That's going to be in the dirt there and picked by Noggles. So catcher Noggles, brother Brian, fresh off a amateur golf championship at Brightwood. So shout out to Brian, never an easy task as golf has certainly been taking over the world recently, but we're playing baseball here today. That's going to bring the count to 1-1 here. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Knightchuk now. Manitoba catcher, he's going to take the pitch. That's going to be low, ball 2. So 3 balls, 1 strike. My mistake. Good hitter's count here, looking for 1 spot, and he gets that. That's going to be fouled back and just to the right of our booth here. Got a good read on the Rawlings logo on that one. So 3-2 count now. As Cuvalier battles back. We have the payoff pitch here. As Noggle gives the sign. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled, and that was absolute laser once again just over the Dartmouth dugout to our right. So we're going to do the 3-2 once again here. Three-two pitch swung on and ground to shortstop for Boulier's going to take it on the backhand, and what a scoop, and he's going to throw it across for Ty with the stretch. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 6, Owen Harms, who made a spectacular barehanded play in the second inning. And there's a good reason he's playing shortstop, folks. Let's see if he can do it with the stick. Cuvalier, big deep breath on the mound. Umpire gives the green light. First pitch. That's going to be a curveball, and that's going to drop in the zone. That's going to be jammed inside and fouled just up over the backstop. So Cuvalier's going to put himself ahead here. No balls, 1 strike. Swung on and fouled again. That's heading over towards the parking lot. That doesn't quite make it, so bunch of thankful fans now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here. Cuvalier looking to make short work and get himself back into the shade, as well as his teammates. That's going to be strung on and ripped to the right side just by the sprawled out Avery. That's going to be a hit for Harms. That's going to put him 1 for 2 on the night, on the afternoon, sorry. That's going to bring up number 13, the first baseman, Adam Sendon. Grounded out to shortstop in his last at-bat. So runner on first. 2 away here. Manitoba's looking to get a rally going. Dartmouth trying to stop that. As Cuvalier looks on. The pitch. It's going to be taken for strike 1, so a good frame job there by Noggle. As the wind picks up here at Beasley Field. Blowing in from right field. It's not going to help the power any. Pitch swung on. Hit the shortstop. Oh, and just by the stretched out glove of Boutelier, and that's going to be back-to-back hits for Manitoba here. As Sendon gets himself on the board with a hit. So number 18, Riley Craw, the third baseman, fresh off a single in his last at-bat. It's going to have runners on first and second with 2 away here. So Manitoba looking to strike with a 2-out rally. Cuvalier is going to toe the rubber. Now he's going to come set. The pitch swung on by Craw, and that's going to be chopped to short. Boutelier is going to go across the field in time, and that's going to retire this side. So 2 hits, no runs, no Dartmouth errors, and 2 runners left on base. And we'll bring you the bottom half of the third inning in just a second. Leading off the top half of the fourth inning here for the Dartmouth Renegades, your host team, number 8, the left fielder, Nathan Boutlier, struck out in his first plate appearance. Connor Corey continues to pitch here for Team Manitoba with Friesen still down the warm-up. Looks like he's speeding up things down there a little bit. And that ball is going to be looped in with a curveball, strike one. So working ahead once again here for Corey. So Boutlier now. One of two here on the Dartmouth team. And if I'm not mistaken, they are twins. That's going to be swung on. That pitch, 0-2 now. A little fastball by him. So Nathan. Where's Connor? He's going to step off. Didn't like what he's seen. Felt uncomfortable. He's going to step off on his watch. As Boutlier steps out now. Now Corey's ready to go. He's in the set. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And they're going to go down first base on the throw around, which is unconventional. That's going to be the first out here of the inning, and that's going to bring up the catcher, number 7, Mike Noggle, with a fantastic walk-up song. That'll bring the crowd to its feet a little bit. Might even up the beer sales. Noggle now, he grounded out to shortstop on that fantastic play we had talked about earlier. He's going to swing and rip one to left field. And that's going to be run down and caught there by the left fielder, Ryan Botterill. Sorry about the delay there. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Ryan Avery, who walked and scored in his first at-bat. So good eyes on the kid early. The pitch from Corey now, and that's going to be held onto just a bit long there, and that's going to fall into the dirt on the outside part of the plate for ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes here. 3-0 lead still here for Dartmouth. 2 away. Swung on, and that's going to be on the outside part of the plate, or not, for ball 2 now. I stand corrected. This is why I'm up here not umping. So Avery's going to call time here. Now he's set. Corey was ready to go the whole time. Now the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 3. So Avery seeing lots of balls up there. As the 3-0 pitch is on its way. He fakes bunt. That's going to be 4 straight here. And he's going to draw himself another walk. So with 2 away now, Dartmouth's going to have a runner on first. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Ryan Fitzgerald, who had a single and ended up at third on an E9. And a run scored. Bat on ball through the right side, last at bat if I'm not mistaken. He's going to look to continue that success here. As the pitch from Corey comes in, he's going to juke at that one a little bit, and he's going to let that go. It's going to fall in for strike 1, so Corey getting ahead once again. Let's see if he can make the most of it here. Avery at first, Fitzgerald at the plate, Corey on the mound. And the runner's off. The throw! Not in time, and that's going to squeak through into center field. And now Avery's going to go, and that's bobbled in center field, and he's going to slide in at third, as he's going to move up 2 bases there. And they're going to hold him at third here with 2 away, so the runner moves up 180 feet on 1 play, and they want to try and cash that in and make that hurt. Fitzgerald now, he's going to rip it to the right side, and that's going to be a 3-hopper over to Duguay. Duguay double pumps, and he throws to first, and that's going to end the inning. So Dartmouth scored no runs on no hits, 1 walk, no Manitoba errors, and 1 runner left on base. We will be bringing you the bottom half of the fourth here momentarily. And that's going to bring up here in the bottom half of the 4th inning for Team Manitoba, the second baseman who's been very busy tonight so far, Dylan Duguay, as Dartmouth holds on to their 3-0 lead here. It's going to be strong on and hit to right field. And Dartmouth has a guy there, and that's going to be one away here on one pitch. As Fitzgerald makes the play. That's going to bring up Easton Grieve, the designated hitter, who popped out to the pitcher. A bunt attempt in his first at-bat. So one away now for Dartmouth in the bottom half. That's going to be in there for strike one on the inside part of the plate as Grieve looks back to make sure he was seeing that correctly. No balls, one strike. Cuvalier the pitch. Swung on, and that's going to be dribbled to short. Boulier's going to take it on the bare hand and throw it across the field, and actually made a really nice play there, but not in time as the speed of Grieve is going to get him an infield single. So it almost looked like that one surprised Boutlier a little bit, and now Manitoba's going to have a runner on first. As that brings up Caden Seawalk, who flew out to right field in his last at-bat. He's going to have a runner on here. Team Manitoba looks to claw away at this lead here, one step at a time, as Cuvalier's going to make the pitch now, and that's going to be swung on, and a big healthy hack there from Sawak. He's going to get the sign now and step back into the box. Cuvalier toes the rubber. Now he's in the set. So moving quick here. Runner stays put. That's going to be swung off and fouled, and knocks the mask right off Noggle and doesn't even seem to phase him one bit. Good tough Dartmouth boy behind the dish. As Umpy does him the courtesy, he's going to run out and throw the ball back and clean off the plate, give the catcher a couple extra seconds, and you do see that quite often, and it goes the same way as if the umpire takes a foul ball. Usually they take a second and give them a moment to recalibrate, if you will. And that's going to be swung on and thrown the hands at there by Sawak, and that's going to go foul down the right field line, as he's going to be down 0-2 now with one away. So ground ball could be double play here, and that's obviously the hope every time you get a runner on first with less than 2 outs. (0-2) pitch now. Runner stays put, and that's going to be swung on and fouled back down the right field line again. So good job of fighting off the edges here for Sawak. That's all you can ask out of the 2 strikes. You keep fighting off the tough pitches and hope to get one that you can square up. So we're going to try the 0-2 pitch once more here. That's going to be swung on and fouled down the other line now, and one hopper to the third base coach, who fields that cleanly and tosses to the McKinnon at third base, and we're going to go 0-2 once more. (0-2) pitch, swung on and fouled and off the glove of Noggle, as he had a piece of that one. And when you know it, we're going to go try the 0-2 pitch once again. Like a broken record up here, 0-2. The pitch, swung on and missed, as Noggle went for the pump fake to first base, and that's going to be the second out here. That's going to be the 3rd K for Cuvalier here this afternoon. So 2 away now, bottom 4. That brings up Ryan Botterill, number 17, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Now he's going to take a big hack at that one, and that's going to be fouled over towards the school there, and that's going to run down the path and hit the building just to our left, and then off a truck. So no balls, 1 strike here to Botterill. Cuvalier's going to keep an eye on the runner at first. He's going to go slide step, and that's going to be in there for ball 1. So Mixing up the timing there on the mound. Goes with the slide step this time. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Back into the parking lot. And that's going to drill a Mazda Protege SUV there off the hood. And you better hope that they have a good insurance clause, as that one left a dent. So no balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, that is. Cuvalier, runners off. Noggle with the throw down to second base. And that's going to get through into center field. And the runner's going to stay put as he loses his bucket. A good guy move there by Avery. He's going to go collect that for him amongst all the dust. So Avery looking for the good karma. Baseball, gentleman's game. It's going to be an SB or stolen base for Mr. Easton Grieve. At this point, we could call him Easton Speed, as he finds himself at second now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning here. Botterill looking to cash in for Team Manitoba and get them on the board. Swung on and fouled back to the left side again, and Botterill's been car hunting here this inning. But he's fighting off some tough pitches. Looking for the one that he can drive to get Manitoba on the board here. Well, Botterill's ready to go. Cuvalier's waiting for his sign. Now he gets it. The pitch. That's going to be high. Ball 3. So full count now. Runner at second. As Botterill works himself back from 0-2. Back to 3-2 here. We're going to have the payoff pitch from Cuvalier. Double look at second, and here we are. That's going to be swung on and drilled. And a nice play by Ty Doucette there as he's going to run, knock that down. He's going to slide into first base, and that's going to end the inning. So that's no runs on 1 hit. No Dartmouth errors and 1 runner left on base. At this time, I'd like to thank our featured game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group. The Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. We'll be bringing you the top half of the 5th inning here in just a moment, so stay tuned. And we do have a pitching change here for Team Manitoba. Now taking the bump for them is number 32, Austin Friesen. And that's going to do it for Connor Corey. 4 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits, 3 runs, and 2 of them were earned. And we're going to have a fresh arm here for the top of the 5th inning as Dartmouth still leads 3-0. Okay, back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the order here for Dartmouth. The pitcher, number 12, Leighton Cuvalier, who's 1 for 2. Now he's got a single, a run scored, and a strikeout last inning. And the first pitch from Friesen, who's going to welcome himself to the game with strike 1. And absolutely great flow on him. So front runner for all flow team here at the Nationals. That's going to be up high for ball 1, so 1-1 count here to Cuvalier. Cuvalier showing off all kinds of skills here this afternoon. 1-1 pitch, that's going to be swung on and fouled, and that's going to go down into the crowd. One lucky fan's going to go home with a game ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cuvalier. Friesen now. The pitch. That's going to be smoked to the right side as Duguay's going to pick that up and fling it on to first. And he's had at least 6 plays here today. So Dartmouth putting the ball in play as Cuvalier's retired. And that's going to be the first out here in the top half of the 5th. So 6 exactly, as that brings up Noah Boutlier, who is 0 for 2 thus far. And no surprise, a ground ball to second base. So the power hitting shortstop. He's going to take ball 1 here. Friesen working quick on the mound here, and that's going to be swung on and fouled just to his own dugout. Sorry, that's not Boutlier. That's Cam Rendell. That's my apologies, folks. And that's the center fielder. A main commit. So good to see lots of Nova Scotia talent moving on to play elsewhere, and that's going to be taken for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Rendell. And he's going to ask for help down at third. Did he go? No, he did not, says the umpire, Mr. Kevin Purchase. Longtime umpire in Nova Scotia. If you've been to any ball games at all around here, I'm sure you and him have crossed paths. That pitch is swung on, and that's going to be sky high. The second baseman's going to call it, and he's going to park under that and make the play, so no surprise there. Duguay retires another batter, and that's going to be 2 outs here. As now that's going to bring Boutlier up to the plate. This time I do have it correct. Number 3, the shortstop, who flew out to right field and grounded out to Duguay at second base. So nobody on, 2 away, top of the 5th. Friesen with the pitch. Looks like he's got some good velocity on that. So he's popping the mitt. That's going to go in for strike 1 here. That's going to be fouled just past the broadcast booth onto the track. As the young fella back there, here's heads up, covers his head, and now he's going to go get the ball. So 0-2 right away as Friesen is ready to go at all times on the mound here. He's going to go up high there as a waste pitch. So a good 0-2 pitch up at the eyes. And as a hitter, that pitch up at the eyes looks really good, especially with 2 strikes. And a great block there by the Manitoba catcher, Owen Nitschik. Good fundamental baseball back there. That's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes, as no surprise here, Friesen is ready to go. Curveball, and that's going to hit him in the butt. He's going to bat toss, and he's going to send himself down to first base. So that's going to go down as an HBP, or a free 90, if you will. And that's going to bring up the big man, Ty Doucette. The first baseman, he's 1 for 2. An RBI double and a ground out to second base. So he's going to let the walk-up tune play a little longer here. Now he steps in. As Friesen takes a peek over the shoulder at Boutlier at first. Runner stays put. That pitch is outside. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Runner on first. The pitch swung on, and that's going to be fouled off his shin pad, and that is exactly why you wear that, folks. Or that one would have left a welt. Big swinger like Ty, anything that's hit like that's actually going to leave a mark. As the wind picks up again here at Beasley Field. 1 ball, 1 strike. See if the runner moves here. He's going to stay put, and that's going to be up and out. Not sure if it was a pitch out or not. Nonetheless, ball 2. As Nitschik had a hard time with that one. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Ty Doucette, the first baseman from Dartmouth. So he looks to add to his total here. Runner stays put, and that's going to be swung on, and that's going to be hit hard. Center fielder's, and it's going to go off the fence just over the head of the center fielder. Now Boutlier's going to cross third. He's going to be waved home, and that's going to be another. Oh, play at the plate now. And he's not going to slide, but he's going to get in there just in time. So another RBI double for Ty Doucette. He's putting the team on his back here. And let's just say, folks, the man can flat out hit the ball. There's a reason he's done what he's done so far in his career. And that's going to bring up the smooth fielding third baseman Jake McKinnon, who also spent some time with the Dartmouth Mooseheads of the Nova Scotia Senior Baseball League. So some good youth coming up through the filter here, as he's going to look to add a fifth run. So McKinnon now is 0 for 2 with an RBI, 2 groundouts to Duguay at second. So accounting for exactly 1/3 of the plays to second base. And that's going to be a balk on the play, as Friesen didn't pause. And good luck there for McKinnon as he grounded that one lightly to first base. And that's going to bring Ty Doucette 90 feet closer. And a ball through is going to score him now. So we're going to have a quick pause here as the Manitoba coach is going to come out to the mound. Maybe remind Mr. Pitcher just to freeze, pause if you will. As McKinnon's going to get another look at it, as that's going to go as no pitch. So McKinnon's going to start fresh here 0-0 with Ty Doucette on third base here. Dartmouth 4-0 lead here over Manitoba. In the top of the fifth inning here. Already one across here in this inning. We have a little pause and play now, as umpire reminds Mr. Pitcher of the 0-0 count as McKinnon gets in and he's ready to go. Friesen now. He's going to throw, and that's going to be in the dirt. And great block there by Nitschik once again. So if you're a young catcher watching today's game and you want to learn how to block the ball correctly, you watch Mr. Nitschik behind the plate here. As Friesen's ready now. The pause. The pitch. That's going to be low. That's ball 2 now. So good hitters count here for McKinnon with a runner in score position. Duck on the pond. He's going to look to cash in here, as that's going to be ripped up over the shortstop, and that's going to be a liner into left field, and he's going to plate Doucette, and McKinnon is going to cash in and clutch up with his second RBI of the day. The RBI single. So number 8, Nathan Bootleer, the left fielder, he's going to come in now. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. A runner on first with 2 away now. Dartmouth up 5-0. As congratulations plays over the speakers here at Beasley Field. Always a fan favorite. Runner stays put. That's swung on and missed by Bootleer. He's down 0-1 here. So Friesen working hard here for Team Manitoba. 0-1 pitch now. Runner stays put. That's going to be on the outside part. And Friesen brought out the paintbrush there for strike 2. Painting corners. 0-2 now. 0-2 pitch on its way from Friesen. McKinnon stays put. That's swung on and missed and dropped, but first base is occupied. They're going to go down anyways. That's going to be the third out, and that's going to retire the side here. So Dartmouth scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There was no Manitoba errors and 1 runner left on base, and your score after 4.5, sorry, is Dartmouth 5, Manitoba 0. And at this point, we would like to thank our featured game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group, the Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 5th inning here momentarily, so stay tuned. Defensive change here for Dartmouth. Now playing left field, replacing Nathan Bootlier. Number 9, Alex Ouellette. Ouellette, a pickup, I do believe, for this Dartmouth team. And that's going to bring up the top of the order here for Team Manitoba. Number 2, Justin Scott, patrolling center field. He's 0 for 2, and that pitch is popped up and hit foul. Just behind the dugout there, and that's going to be 0-1 now. So no balls, 1 strike with Cuvalier still on the mound. So Scott 0 for 2, the strikeout and a line out to third base. Scott here leading off the bottom half of the 5th inning for Team Manitoba. As you hear the sirens in the background here, always a familiar sound at Beasley Field. That's going to be swung on and fouled. Strike 2. So Dartmouth on a commanding 5-0 lead here in the 5th. Cuvalier cruising right along now. That's going to be swung on and fouled back to the right side again, just towards the track. That's going to land right in front of a youngster, and he looks pretty fired up to go get that ball. Great day to bring the family out to the field here. Beautiful weather, great baseball. Drinks, food, clothing. Not much more you can ask for from the pitch coming. That's going to be outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the center fielder, Scott, here for Team Manitoba. So Nagel's going to get the sign now. Cuvalier is going to drop a deuce in there. That's going to fall in for ball. So 2-2. So a waste pitch there. Can't imagine go right after him here now, up 5-0. That's going to be ripped into center field. And Cam Rendell with a spectacular diving play in center field. And he's going to take away extra bases from Scott there. So good piece of hitting from Scott, but Rendell comes up huge. It makes a great play for Dartmouth. And the fans are fired up. And that's going to bring up the catcher here for Team Manitoba, Owen Nychik. He's 1 for 2 with a double. And a ground out to shortstop. The 0-0 pitch. That's going to be taken low for ball 1. Still marveling at that diving play by Rendell in center field there. Covered a lot of ground. It's all about timing. It's almost an art form out there. That's going to go in for strike 1, so 1-1. As they have, the outfielders have Nychik shifted just to the right side a little bit, so lots of room in the left field gap here if he was to hit it. 2 balls, 1 strike now, 1 away. Bottom 5. Here in game number 2 at Beasley Field. 2022 22U Baseball National Championships, and that's going to go in for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Cuvalier does a cool down lap around the mound, deep breath, toes the rubber, and now he's set to go. And the pitch swung on and fouled, so good 2-strike hit approach there from Nychik. As he wanted that one. As he walks around and gives himself a quick chat. We'll go 2-2 once more here. That's going to be fouled right back off the backstop, and that's going to bounce right back out to the mound, and Humpy's going to want to have a peek at that one, as there's a good chance she's got a nick in her. Humpy's checking it out now. Seems to be fine as he throws that back in the sack. 2-2 once again. Let's see how it unfolds. Curveball in there for ball 3, so good eyes there from Nychik. So 3-2, full count. It's going to be swung on and fouled once again to the right side. And that one's going to bounce into the track. We do have some action down in the Dartmouth bullpen as Cole Miller is down there warming up now. We also have some action down in the Manitoba bullpen as Caden Seawalk starts to loosen up as the 3-2 pitch from Cuvalier comes. And that's going to be swung on and fouled. And if there was no mesh there, I might have been heading to the dentist. So 3-2 still here. Action in both bullpens. Dartmouth holding on to a 5-0 lead here at Beasley Field in front of a home crowd. Beautiful sunny afternoon. And the payoff pitch swung on and grounded to second base. So that bounces up on Avery. Avery's going to throw that across. He took that one right in the stomach there, and good way to get in front of the ball and stay square and make a play, and that's going to be the second out of the inning here. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Owen Harms, as we have what might be a pitching change here due to a pitch count. So Cuvalier left it all out there for Dartmouth here today, and that's going to finish his afternoon. And now pitching for Dartmouth, number 20, Nathan McKinnon. Not to be mistaken with Colorado Avalanche star Nathan McKinnon, but great name nonetheless as he comes in, and he's going to take over for Leighton Cuvalier, who threw a gem here for Dartmouth and also hit leadoff. Pitched 4.2 innings. 3 Ks. 4 hits. And 0 earned runs. So a great stat line for Mr. Cuvalier here this afternoon. And that's going to pave way for Nathan McKinnon here, as previously stated. He's going with the high stirrup socks. And we'll be back very shortly with the rest of the bottom half of the fifth. All right, Owen Harms, the shortstop, steps in now with Nathan McKinnon, the pitch and change. 2 away. First pitch, that's going to be in there for a strike, so welcome to the game, Nathan McKinnon, as he finds the zone early here. Harms now finds himself down 0-1. That's going to be taken for ball 1 there, just on the outside part and low. Mr. Harms is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out to third. That's going to be swung on and ripped up the middle as Harms is going to get himself his second hit here, and that's going to be a runner on first with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th here for Team Manitoba. That's going to bring up the big man, the first baseman, Adam Sendin, who's 1 for 2. The single and a ground out. Let's see if they can spark a 2-0 rally here. Just one step at a time here for Team Manitoba. One swing will not tie it. First pitch, that's going to be swung on and hit to McKinnon. He fields that clean. He throws across, and that's an absolute seed. And that's going to be the 3rd out, and that's going to do it here for the 5th inning. So they scored no runs on 1 hit, no Dartmouth errors, and 1 runner left on base. Once again, this will bring us to our shout out to our feature game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group, the Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. So we are going to have a pitching change here for Team Manitoba, taking over for Austin Friesen, who threw 1 inning, had 1 strikeout, allowed 1 walk, 2 hits, 2 earned runs. And number 5, Donnie Collier, is going to take over here for Team Manitoba. In the top of the 6th, and that's going to be the leadoff hitter for Dartmouth here. Number 7, the catcher, Mike Noggle, who is 0 for 2 this afternoon so far. That pitch is going to be just inside, and that's going to shuffle Noggle's feet, and that's going to be ball 1 here. So Collier, another candidate for the all-flow team. That pitch is swung on and roped down the left field line, but foul into the Manitoba dugout, as Noggle got around on that one. Strike 2 on Noggle there as he takes a big cut at that. Fastball up. Noggle, the good defending catcher. He's down 0-2 here. Collier is going to throw an off-speed pitch, and that's going to be hit into left field there, and they're going to have a guy, and that's going to be out number 1 here for Manitoba in the top half. So Ryan Avery steps in. He's 0 for 0 with 2 walks, a run scored, and a few bases. He's going to look to continue that success here. That's swung on and missed. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike here to Avery, the second baseman here for the Renegades. That's going to be swung on and fouled to the right side, just up over the lights there. And onto the hill here. Oh-2 pitch. That's going to be taken up high there as the catcher stood up pretty early. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to make Avery go fishing, but he wants to play baseball. 0-2 once more, and that's going to be on the outside corner and framed by Nychik, but he doesn't get the call here. So that's 2-2 now. That ball's in the dirt. Ball 3 now. So 3-2 count. Another full count here for Dartmouth. Collier comes in. He's working quick. He's already in the set. He's ready to go. The 3-2 pitch. That's going to be strong and hit to the right side, just out of the reach of Duguay, and that's going to drop in for a single. So Ryan Avery having himself a night. That now makes him 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks and a run scored. And we are going to have a pinch hitter taking over for Ryan Fitzgerald is number 10, Logan Raftis. Raftis is going to have a runner on first base with 1 out here. He's ready to go now. Collier takes a peek at the runner. The pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Raft is going to look down, take his signs as he enters the game here for Fitzgerald. Collier now. Runner's off on the pitch. The throw. And he's going to be safe with a great slide as he hooked the toe around the slide there. And that's going to go down as a stolen base for Ryan Avery. So chalk that up for him. Station to station for that young fella. There's a great throw by Nychik there. It was just a little offline, and even better slide to tuck that toe around on the backside of the base and earn himself a stolen base. So 1-1 now, 1 away. Raftis, he's going to take that on the outside part, and that's 2 balls, 1 strike. So good eyes off the bench here. The runner in scoring position. They're looking to add to their lead now, as that's swung on and a good healthy hack there, and that's fouled back to the backstop. So straight back, always a good sign. Right on it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 6th, 1 away. Avery tries to catch Collier sleeping. And now there's nobody at second in the rundown, and he's going to get back in there safe. So always a anxious moment when you get yourself into a rundown, but you always feel pretty darn good if you get in there safe afterwards. We're going to go back here to the 2-2 pitch now. Right back to how we started. Only Avery has a little more dirt on his uni this time. 2-2 to Raftis. Double look from Collier. That's going to be dropped in, and a great block by Nychik there to keep that runner at second. That's going to go full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Crowd starting to fill in nicely here at Beasley Field. 3-2 now. That's going to be hit towards the shortstop. He's going to pick that up on a hop, throw that across to first, and that's going to be the second out. So another productive out here for Dartmouth as Raftis comes off the bench and moves Avery 90 feet. And that's going to bring us back to the top of the order here for Dartmouth as Leighton Cuvalier steps in here. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored, and also pitched 4 innings and 2/3 and gave up no runs. And they're going to like to keep his bat in the lineup. That's going to be dropped in on a curveball for strike 1 here. So a runner at third, 2 out. Cuvalier up. Collier, the pitch. It's going to be in the dirt low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the leadoff hitter, Cuvalier. 1-1 pitch now. That's going to be swung on and there's a hit, to the right fielder who loses his bucket but makes the play. And that's going to do it for this half inning. So Dartmouth, no runs, 1 hit, no Manitoba errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll bring you the bottom half of the 6th inning very momentarily. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the 6th inning. We have a pitching change here for Dartmouth, taking over for Nathan McKinnon. It's going to be right-hander Duncan McLaughlin, who was a pitcher in that 17U gold medal victory a few years ago at the So you see him warming up now. Leading off the bottom half of the 6th here, so 2 more cracks at it here for Team Manitoba, and that's going to be the third baseman, number 18, Riley Craw. He's got the open stance here. So the pitch from McLaughlin, that's going to be inside, ball 1. So McLaughlin makes his first appearance here at the Nationals. That's going to be swung on and missed. That was a big, healthy hack there from Craw. So 1-1 count now. 1-1 pitch from McLaughlin. That's going to be swung on and hit to second, and to first, sorry, tie. So a little PFP, that's pitcher's fielding practice for McLaughlin. And that's going to be out number 1, so McLaughlin coming in, getting that first guy. And that's going to bring up the busiest man on the field this far, number 14, the second baseman, Dylan Duguay. McLaughlin now, pitch. That's going to be swung up and fouled in just behind to our right here. No balls, 1 strike, so working ahead here. First pitch strikes all day. Oh, 1 pitch. That's going to be dropped in there. Look like a slider, maybe a curveball for strike 2. What I can tell you is it was not a fastball. As he's working way ahead here, McLaughlin. He's going to gas up on that one, and that's going to be a waste pitch down in the dirt and away for ball 1. 1-2 pitch now, just missed. Tough take, and that's going to bring the count to 2-2. McLaughlin now ready to go. Gets his sign. 2-2 pitch. That's low and away for ball 3. So full count now. Here to Duguay, who is 1 for 2 this afternoon. That's going to be swung on and hit to the shortstop, Bootlear. He's going to pick that up, throw across on the field, and that's not dug out, but stretched for by Ty Doucette, and that's going to be the second out here as Duguay grounds out. That's going to bring up the DH, Easton Grieve. We've got a single and a stolen base and a pop out thus far. Showing a little bit of everything out there. So 2 away now for McLaughlin and the Renegades. That's going to be taken for ball 1, low and inside. Dug out by catcher Noggle. That ball's going to be swung up and hit the second base as Avery makes the call, and he's going to grab that, and that's going to end this half inning. So no runs on no hits, no Dartmouth errors, and nobody left on base for Team Manitoba. And we'd like to thank our game sponsor, Will Campbell of Campbell Real Estate Group, the Campbell Group, your local real estate experts. We'll bring you the top half of the 7th here in just a moment. Welcome back here to the top of the 7th inning here with Cameron Rendell leading off for Dartmouth as he swings at the first pitch, and that's going to go to none other than Duguay at second, and he's going to field that cleanly, throw it to first. That's going to be the first out on 1 pitch. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 3, Noah Bootlear. He's got a run scored, a hit by pitch, a fly out, and a ground out to second base. So Bootlear came around to score on his hit by pitch in last inning. As Ty Doucette ripped a double off the fence to center field. quick visit there as the umpire gets back into place now. Bootleer ready to go. That's going to be on the outside part of the plate for strike one here. So working ahead in the count here is Collier. That's going to be swung on and hit into foul territory as the first baseman goes over, and he's told by his teammates that he's got lots of room. So that's going to be the second out. And good communication there for Team Manitoba, as they've never played at this field before. So you're not quite sure of the layout of the field. Now that's going to bring up Ty Doucette, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a ground out to second base. So all over the ball here this afternoon. So 2 away now in the top of the 7th. As Ty steps in, he taps his plate. Collier's ready to go. First pitch swung on and missed by Ty. Looks like an off-speed pitch there. Like I previously mentioned, probably not going to see a whole lot of fastballs here this weekend. As he takes a first pitch changeup. And that's going to be another one, and that's going to be ripped to center field. And they shaded him a little farther back there, so another good piece by Ty Doucette, and that's going to retire this half inning. And we're going to bring you the bottom half, the last crack, last kick at the can for Team Manitoba in just a moment. Okay, welcome back here to the bottom half of the 7th inning. That's going to bring Caden Seawalk for Team Manitoba leading off the bottom half here. 0 for 2, fly out and a strikeout. McLaughlin still on the mound for Dartmouth. First pitch, swung on and hit and off McLaughlin. That's going to be stopped by Avery, so we're going to make sure McLaughlin's okay, as that ball was ripped up the middle. It looks to be fine to me. That's a lead-off single here, so it's exactly what you want if you're Team Manitoba here, down by 5. Need some base runners, so station to station, fill them up, because one swing of the bat, unfortunately, is not going to tie things. Have to assume the runner's going to stay put at first there. Pitch, swung on. Nope, not swung on. Ball in the dirt. My apologies. 1 ball, no strikes. To Ryan Botterill here. Another one that's going to get through Noggle, and that's going to move the runner up to second base there on a pass ball. That's what we're going to mark it. Don't see too many of those get through Mr. Noggle. But at the end of the day, it's a game, and these things do happen. So runner on second now here for Botterill. None away. 2 balls, no strikes. Great hitters count. 2-0 pitch. That's going to be taken high for ball 3. So you got to imagine the red light's going to be on here as Team Manitoba is really looking for some base runners. That's going to be in there for strike 1. So the old get me over fastball. get himself back into this count. 3-1 now. To the hitter, Botterill. Takes a quick peek at second. Another one. Now the pitch. Swung on and fouled off the Jack 92.9 sign. So good marketing for them here on that pitch. Just gonna bring it to 2-2 count now. 3-2 count, my apologies. Payoff pitch from McLaughlin. That's going to be taken strike 3, rings him up. And a great bounce back pitch there from McLaughlin. That's going to be the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. And that's going to bring us and flip us over to the top of the order here for Team Manitoba. The center fielder, number 2, Justin Scott. 0 for 3 of the strikeout, a line out and a fly out. So not missing the bat too much here. He's going to look to at least get rid of the shutout here for Dartmouth. That's going to be taken for ball 1 now. As the crowd continues to fill in here. A beautiful day for ball and a beautiful evening. And that pitch from McLaughlin's in there, so 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 away here, bottom 7. The pitch from McLaughlin. Curveball, jammed him, got a piece of it, maybe off the finger, and that's going to go off the backstop there, and he's going to put himself ahead in the count here, 1-2. So McLaughlin, a couple pitches to work with here. Doesn't have to groove anything, but at this point, that runner at second really doesn't mean much. That's going to be swung on and foul tip, so good protection swing there from Scott, who in his first at-bat of the game did just that, fouled off a few, made the pitcher work. You really can't ask for much more to your leadoff hitter. He's going to look to shoot something through here. Got him shaded up the middle more. Dartmouth defense. Maybe they have a scouting report that we don't have. That swung on and missed. That's going to get behind Noggle. And he's going to go down to first on a drop strike 3. And that runner's going to move to third. So runners on the corners here. So a little bit going on for Team Manitoba. That's going to bring up the solid defensive catching Owen Nychik. It's 1 for 3 here. McLaughlin makes his way back to the mound there after the ball squeaked through Noggle to the backstop. So with that, instead of there being 2 outs, there's now only 1 out and runners at the corner. That would be plural. The pitch to Nychik. Swung on and hit to first, and Ty Doucette makes a great play, throws to second for the double play. And what a way to end the game as Ty Doucette makes an outstanding sliding play to stop that from going down the line. That would have been extra bases. And not hard to tell why he's there where he is. The Oregon State commit. And that's going to do it here. Make the final. Dartmouth 5, Manitoba 0. And stay tuned here as we will provide you with the player of the game update in just a moment after the teams hit their respective foul lines. Just hang tight until then, and we'll bring that to you very shortly.
Real Estate Group, one of our valuable sponsors for this 22U National Performance Championship. On behalf of our sponsor, Campbell Real Estate Group, Will Campbell will now present the Player of the Game award.
So, game sponsor Will Campbell of Will Campbell Real Estate is out there. Team Manitoba's Player of the Game. Number 17, Ryan Botterill. And Leighton Cuvalier, number 12 for Dartmouth, is going to take home Player of the Game honors, and I don't think there's any arguing that. So that's going to do it here for game number 2 between Dartmouth and Team Manitoba. Up next is going to be Nova Scotia 1 versus Ontario 1 here at Beasley Field. I am Matt Dudelay for High Button Sports. We do appreciate you tuning in today and for the rest of the tournament. And with that, we are signing off. So thank you very much.